Well, things could be going better. After getting thoroughly beaten by Arsenal and Leicester, we got even... Well, it was one of those cases where quit hitting him, he's already dead against Man United. We got a victory against Everton. We got a really nice win against Burnley. We got absolutely jobbed by West Ham. It was a draw until the 95th minute, and Craig Dawson got a goal. And it was pretty much the same against Villa. Ollie Watkins scored in the 73rd minute to give them the victory. It's just, we've got... The guys are playing really unevenly. A lot of that has to do with the fact there hasn't been a really solid starting 11 the entire season due to injuries and international appearances and things like that. I play a 4-2-4. It's a formation I like. It's a formation that lets me use the best players I have in the best positions available. The issue is my second teamers aren't really suited for those positions, but I don't have a second formation trained, which is probably something I need to look at, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I think there's a big difference between a 4-2-4 and a 4-2-3-1. The other thing I could play would be maybe a 4-4-2, but that's an issue of the wingers actually dropping down and being able to play that, which is something to look at, I suppose. At this point, it's just one of those things. The good news is we had our youth recruitment. And by youth recruitment, I mean youth intake. And by intake, I mean, holy cow, do we have some really good youngsters. Solomon Aidu, 1-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, Dutch goalkeeper, 15 years old. Already this solid. I mean, physically, he needs help. Mentally, he's got some issues with off the ball, and that's pretty much it. I'm not really concerned about goalkeeper flair. But he's a model citizen, 12 concentration, 12 decision-making, 14 determination, 11 teamwork, 11 vision, 12 work rate, 14 reflexes, 14 handling. He's going to play at least 2 years as a 15 and 16-year-old. I'm going to start loaning him out to my affiliates, and I'm going to do my level best to hold on to him because I think this kid really has potential. And if he doesn't have potential, Jordan Clark certainly does. Again, another 15-year-old, 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. The only red in his game is a crossing and long throws. He's got 20 determination. He's already physically, he's got a good base to build on. Mentally, he's got a good base to build on. Technically, 15 dribbling, 13 finishing, 11 first touch, 11 passing, 11 tackling, 12 technique. He could start for Vanarama teams, maybe some League 2 teams like this, and be really, really good. Tom Pierce rounds out the top 3, 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Kind of the same thing. Now, the 3 positioning, 5 vision, and 4 concentration are bad. But again, 15 years old. We can work on those the next couple years. His physicals are nice. The mentals, where they're not bad, are actually really good. 12 decision-making, 14 determination, 14 flair, 11 off the ball, 16 teamwork, 11 work rate. He's got a 14 dribbling, a 14 first touch, an 11 free kick taking, a 13 heading. He's an adequate passer right now. He's got 14 technique. I mean, he is literally almost a prototypical deep lying forward. And then we had Chris McCaskill, half-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. Physically, not too bad. Mentally, again, not too bad. The 5 leadership is his only low point. His 16 determination is nice. The 17 bravery is nice, especially as a defensive right back. 13 teamwork, 14 work rate. His technicals do need some work, but again, this kid could start for Vanarama teams. Like starting 11 and be adequate, and he'd get playing time and would improve. After that, it does kind of fall off. Samuel Ando, half-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Physically, he's really good. Mentally and technically, while he does have some good things about him, there are some things that really do need to improve. Concentration, the positioning, the vision, that's on the mental side. He's not the best finisher, but we're going to sign him. I've already signed the other ones. We're going to sign him just because he's a good depth to have on the bench. Sean Smith, I think anything below 2.5 stars, we're not going to sign. But I think the nice thing is, we've got youth from all over the world. We had a Ghanaian. I keep on saying Ghanaian, but it's Ghanaian. We had a kid from Malta. We have Solomon Aidu, who's Dutch. Where was he born? Yeah, Stiefrecht. in the Netherlands. And I'm totally pronouncing that German with a German accent because I can't do a Dutch accent, at least sober. So we have got to get to the Brighton game. That is the second half of our derby. And then we're going to play Chelsea. And then we're going to have a break and come back and finish with Southampton and do an end-of-season review. And so that's what we'll do. And, you know, we need to get back to our... Well, let me rephrase that. We need to get back to our non-losing ways. I think we're okay where we are in terms of 38 points. I think that's enough to not be relegated, even if we lose out the rest of the way. But a couple of victories would be nice. So we're going to get to the Brighton game. We're going to be back with that in just a bit. So as we discovered the hard way yesterday, late night gaming and unfamiliarity with the new features in OBS is not necessarily a good idea. I paused the game and then forgot to hit unpause. Actually, I believe I double-clicked the pause button twice because of how the video jumps. And, yeah, we didn't play the Brighton game. We beat them convincingly, 3-1. Zaha a goal, Anderson a goal, Edward a goal. So today we're going to play Chelsea. The game's not paused. And the recording's not paused. They're a good squad. They are currently 5th. I think they kind of got a lock on 5th place. They're going to need a little bit of luck to move up into 4th. It's possible Leeds could get them, but I think from... I don't know. Newcastle has an outside chance of jumping up. We don't. We're going to finish mid-table, and I'm okay with that. Benteke's out for a couple of weeks with an arm injury, I want to say. You know what? We can check that because it just came through. Riedwald's out with food poisoning, of all things. Riedwald's out with food poisoning. Benteke pulled a calf muscle. That's right. He was probably jumping to try and head a ball in the wrong direction. I don't know why I said that out loud. I'm very sure in real life he's a very nice fellow. It's just for whatever reason in the game he just does not meet my expectations. And to be fair, I don't know that my expectations for him are that high. You know, maybe 4 or 5 iterations of Football Manager ago he was really, really good. It's just... I don't know. I spent an inordinate amount of time last night looking at my youth intake guys, and I am of the belief that if they're not a golden generation, they are a very, very good generation. I think Pierce has the opportunity to be a world-class striker. I think the other kid, and I'm totally blanking on his name because I haven't looked at him. This was all last night, and 6 hours of sleep and a full day of work ago, is going to be a very, very good striker. Maybe not world-class, but very, very good. And the keeper could be very, very good as well. So I think my problem going forward is keeping them in-house. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. The plan right now is keep them on the U16, keep them on the youth squad until they're 17-ish, depending on when they turn 17. Then, 17, 18, 19, start loaning them out, unless around 18, 19, they can start improving a lot better on the field, and then we'll get them some playing time. For whatever reason, Anderson and Guehi just do not have the best relationship in this version of the game. When I played this in the beta, they had a really good relationship. They actually developed a relationship really, really quickly. The fact that they haven't done that now is a bit disappointing. Yeah, Jordan Clark. I'm sorry. Pierce is going to be the very, very good striker. Clark is going to be the world beater. And I'm looking for Adam Arola. Butlin's spot, and here we go. How not match fit is he? Which is a bad question to ask at this point. Guiada to Mengi. Up to Ferguson. Ferguson taps up to Zaha. Zaha to Milivojevic to Mengi. Over to Mateta. Sione, who's already picked up a yellow card. Edward over to Mitchell on the left. Mitchell driving forward. Passes it up for I don't know who. Mendy, on the other hand, sends it down the field. Anderson picks it up. Over to Mitchell. Up to Eze, who beat the defender. Takes the shot wide right. Ferguson on the throw-in to Mateta. Mateta's dispossessed by Chilwell. Chilwell just bangs it up into space. Mengi's going to run that down, hopefully. Milivojevic. Over to Sione. Up into space. Zaha can't get to it. Headed down for Havertz. Over to Mount. To Kante. Back to Rudiger. Rudiger all the way back to Mendy. He gives it up to Christensen. Kovacic. Breaking right, dribbling right, in and out, weaving back and forth. Gomez can't handle it. Havertz is there, gets it back to Conte. Conte to Chilwell, he pushes it just wide. This first half, it's been all Chelsea. 8 shots, 4 on target. But we go in with a draw, and that's good. No highlights this second half. We're at the 60-minute mark. We'll keep an eye on things. Silva heads it down. We're going to make a couple substitutions after this. Chilwell driving forward off the pass from Jorginho, gets it to Ziyech. He centers it. Mitchell knocks it away. Gomez is there, and it's knocked away. Christensen picks it up, centers it to Silva. Jorginho to Gomez. Conte to Havertz. Gomez, and they score. Did I bring Sessegnon on? I went to bring Olise on. Oh, darn it. Okay, we'll switch Ferguson and Sessegnon. We'll bring Olise on, and we'll bring Fosu on. We'll go to attacking. 10 minutes left to get the equalizer. Silva. Chilwell. Ziyech. Oh, loses the ball. Sessegnon to Mengi. Milivojevic. Mengi. Milivojevic. Up to Olise. Olise. Oh, it's knocked away, but Seone's going to run it down. Seone feeds Olise. Olise to Fosu, and Fosu scores. We get the equalizer in the 84th minute. They're going to call him off. Olise may have been offsides. How is Olise going to be offsides? And if Olise is going to be offsides, how come you didn't blow the whistle well before he passed it? Are you freaking kidding me? How is Olise going to be that offsides when he dribbling? Guiada, very nice save on the Ziyech attempt. What the heck was that? Seriously. Save the game here real quick. That should be an extended highlight. Let's check this out here. Isn't there a timeline somewhere to bring it forward? Is that not on this particular skin? That could be a thing where it's not on this particular skin. Click there. Okay, maybe if we go watch key highlights instead of comprehensive. That must not be a thing for this particular skin. So I'll have to send a note to Z and FM Enhanced. There should be a way to rewatch the game and then you get a timeline that shows up. And for whatever reason, it's not doing that. Or there should be like a forward button that will take you to the events or there's hash marks on the timeline about it. Okay, this is it coming up then. So okay, this is Olise. Okay, he is onside when he gets the ball there. Right? There's no doubt about that. He is onside when he gets the ball there. There's Fosu. Olise comes back, hits it. Fosu's there. Olise is there. The ball's intercepted. It gets passed up. They're saying Olise is offsides there. Okay. Okay, the flag went up. Yeah. Well, not the best result against Chelsea. It was a good result. We held them to 1. I'm pretty happy with that. The game against Brighton was nice. It leaves us currently in 10th place, I believe. In 10th place on 41 points. If we can challenge for 8th, I'd be happy with that. But I don't believe that's going to happen because there are only 6 games left. So, 10th place it is. Plus, we're playing some really good teams. Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham. I mean, we've got... And Leeds. Leeds is currently in 4th place, I believe. They're 6th place. We're playing Leicester and Southampton. So, if we win 3 games, it'll put us on 50 points, and that's just not going to be enough unless West Ham and Brentford fall down, and I don't expect that to happen. So, yeah. But we're doing really well. We're aiming for mid-table. Mid-table is where we're going to be. It's going to be a little bit of a break. We're going to come back with the last game of the year at Southampton. Then we'll take a look at the players. We'll take a look at the season in review, take a look at the players moving out, maybe take a look at some of the players coming in that I've already signed, and then prepare for a really busy offseason. So the episode is kind of all over the place. That's my fault. Missing the Brighton game was entirely my fault. Complete pibcac error there. And then... I'd love to say we'll get better as things go on, but I'm literally 600 videos into my channel, and, it's annoying when that happens. I should be better than that. With that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please have a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM22. I thank you for watching.